All right, how many rounds are you given? Are you given idle?
Oh yeah. It's 0 to 120, not the
No,
other way around.
I meant to win.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's 12. Obviously, it's first 120.
All right, 12 in a row, or do we?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Um,
the first we're going to the pick section. So cadence picked by Carl, sublimation, the ice map picked by Bren. Actually, I think Idle's third seed. Yeah, Halfwood.
wait, let
That's
me.
hilarious. Liftoff picked by Randomize, and then Castle picked randomly. All right, match starting. There's only a 10-second warm up in this competition, which I always find very funny. To me, that means that Nadeo thinks that Cup of the Day needs more practice than more of a warm up than World Tour.
I think we could get ghosts on there as well. Production, could we? I've been told no.
If we're not getting ghosts, can we just watch Idle? Because then we can at least feel like we're winning.
I mean, yeah. If we don't see any cars ahead of him, he's obviously in first. That's how it works, right?
That's why I play with interface off and ghosts off. This is still warm up. It is a 10-second warm up, but it's many of them apparently.
We got a couple there. That was strange.
All right.
Now, first round of first map in the May Monthly Cup. I'm
Idle's in
excited for this,
first.
yeah.
Idle's in first. He's not anymore. He was in first.
He's in second. He's in second.
Did Carl? Did Carl crash? I think Carl crashed.
It looks like it, yeah. I mean, Idle and Bren fighting for first here. That's what I like to see. Carl with some kind of mistake, almost a second behind, and Randomize even further behind, a second and a half, 2 seconds now, actually.
Here's the real question: who's Babs going to be cheering for?
Oh, that's a good question.
Do you know
I
what?
mean,
Carl is actually chasing down Idle here, even after the
he's
clip. This
catching
is
up.
terrifying.
I think Idle must have clipped
Oh
or
no.
lost some speed somewhere.
No. Come on, Idle. No.
I mean, that was still a pretty good first round from Idle, I think. Stayed up battling Bren here for the first half of the map, I think. So,
That was
a pretty
a
good
little bit
start.
of a horror movie watching Carl chasing Idle there.
Yeah.
We have a poll in chat on who will win the match.
Looks like everybody has gone CarlJr so far. I'm tempted. I have almost 30k points. I'm tempted to just dump them all into Idle, just because. But I think in the interest of keeping them, I won't. And we see Carl followed by Bren, followed by Idle, and Bren is fighting for first place at the minute up the front. Himself and Carl battling right now. And coming into the final section of the map, we'll see who takes a bit more speed. Bren with an inside line there to come out with a bit less speed than Carl, but I mean, it's still pretty tight. Going for the outside.
It's almost like they're two of the top players in the world.
Yeah. Who would have thought that it'd be a tight match between Carl and Bren?
And that is a 0.5 quicker than the first round. This is a
Almost
little bit
6 seconds.
unfortunate because this is not the kind of format that really rewards consistency because of the points reparations. And what I mean by that is even if one of the top two makes a mistake and Idle passes them, you know, coming third and first gives you more points than coming second twice. So, yeah, it's going to be. I mean, it was always going to be a tough one. Don't get me wrong. I'm not under any illusions, but it's even tougher than it could have been. Carl coming out with more speed here than Brent, but Brent taking a much more outside line on the dirt. Bit of a lead developing up front, and Idle's made a mistake now and is in last place for this round. You need to be in the top two to qualify, so Brent taking that inside line again. This seems to be a deliberate choice, which doesn't seem to be paying off, to be honest. No,
Yeah,
Carl's got
he
so much more speed.
seems to be coming out with a lot less speed than Carl. But of course, Carl crashes there and allows Bren to take first place and take the 10 points. 107 flat.
Idle did pass Randomize back. Well played to
Idle,
him.
my goat. To round 3, I believe. Or is it 4? Round 4, my bad. And that is the final round of Cadence as we see Carl and Bren in first yet again. I'm surprised. Carl actually has a very good PB here. Currently with a 106.2. Only 100th below online world record at least. But once again, I'm sure he has a faster offline time.
I wouldn't really be that sure. Depends how much practice has been done, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, Carl's been playing deep dip as well. Maybe not quite as much as Bren, but I've definitely seen Carl on deep dip quite a bit.
Why does Carl on deep dip sound like an emote?
Who can we get to make that?
Yeah, that's your homework after the cast. Unfortunately, Idle is not kept up his streak. Third places. And like I said, the difference between third and fourth is tiny. It's just 1 point.
Now we're heading on to Sublimation. And looks like CarlJr has the best online PB on this map as well.
Yeah, when would Bren have got time to get a PB? Probably before Deep Dip started, to be fair. You know, multiple months ago.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, we did see Idle's attempt at the 360 in time attack, so I'm not full of confidence.
This is different though, you know, we're in rounds now, you know. That was time attack, it's completely different. Idle is gonna pull the 360 off flawless here now. Pass out Carl.
Because of the lack of speed.
I will take no Idoless slander today, Adam.
Wouldn't say it's slander.
Bren with a
You
pretty
would
big
say
lead
that
here going into the end. 0.2, almost 0.3 lead. Going into the 360. Final eyesight on it. Bren goes quite wide, or Carl, my bad. Carl goes quite wide there. And Bren with a 57.1.
You would say this would be the kind of map where you could see a bit of an upset. But, I mean, Carl looked like he was safe in that end. That didn't look like the end of someone who was desperately trying to pass Bren. That just looked like, I'm just going to finish this because, yeah.
Idle and first on the leaderboard there for a second. But unfortunately, immediately drops down to fourth. Oh, back up into third. That's good stuff.
That was a Production curse, that was, if I've ever heard one.
Bren getting a bit of a slowdown on the exit there, allowing Carl to take quite a big lead. 0.5 right now.
Oh, slide out from Bren.
Bren with a big slide out. Still
Oh,
going,
and
but,
that's a really interesting line from Randomize.
Oh my god, what happened to Idol? Randomize in second. This is one of the rounds of all time, I think.
One Idol. Oh, is he going to pass Randomize on the line? No, he's not. Oh, how did Bren end up second there? That's...
It's different lines in action there now. Idoless going inside and everybody else going outside with more speed, but of course,
it's a crash
Idol
at the start
and
from Idol.
Randomize crash. I mean, as much as I'd love to see Idol win this, I think it was always going to be between Carl and Bren.
I'll be honest, that scoreboard at the moment is exactly how I would have expected it to look.
Yeah.
Bren even at the top. Random and Idol. You know, he'll still get second. I don't know what this oohing is for from production. Even now, I'd still expect Bren to get second. This is big, though, for Idol. If he gets the 360 here. Oh, my God, that was so close. He's trying to give me a heart attack. My God, Idol.
Oh, my God, Idol.
Well played.
Looks like we've just seen DNF from two players. Oh, my God.
That's actually really big for both
yeah.
For both Idol and Carl. Carl's now 10 points up. And Idol 6 points up. I think this is the start of the Idol comeback. I was wrong.
No, I think he got a bit of a no slide there, I think, did he?
He had a bit of a wall crash, that's what he got.
Yeah, well, I mean, he crashed into the wall because of the no slide, that's what I was thinking. But, anyway, Bren takes a huge lead as Carl gets a bit of a slowdown from the exit. Randomize hot on his trail, though. Trying to push as hard as he can to try and maybe get a first. That was insanely inside. But exits the speed slide a lot earlier than he should have, and hit the wall there too. That allows Bren to easily take first place. Randomize and Idol.
Oh, what is this fight for
having
third?
a party at the back here. What's going on?
Oh, what is that? That was a fight for third place where there was no 360 involved at all. It's a good point. Bren did have a lot of from the chat. Bren did have a lot of practice at the 360 on deep dip, so that was his practice for this tournament. Halfwood. This is Idol's pick, so I expect to see big things. He drove backwards. Maybe he knows a strat. That doesn't look like a strat.
Yeah, Halfwood. Halfwood is an interesting map. I mean, it's a fairly self-explanatory map. I think half the map is wood. But Carl has the fastest PB out of anybody here with a 59.1. Bren not too far behind with a 59.3. So, I mean, it's going to be between these two.
Will we see Bren push to try and catch Carl, or will he be happy with the second place? That's going to be interesting to see in these earlier rounds. I can imagine, for example, if Elcon was playing, he'd be pushing regardless of any state.
Bren definitely pushed a bit at the end there. He went very low on the jump.
Oh, oh.
Wicked strat
Randomize
coming out
there.
from Randomize there.
He thinks he's playing stunt mode.
No extra points for tricks in this mode, unfortunately. Aaron Bren once again battling it out for first. Although Idol doesn't look to be too far behind. Or Randomize, I should say, but looks like he's catching up a bit, which is, you know, great news for my channel points. I dumped them all in. I didn't. I should have thought that would have been funny. Idol in second after a big crash from Bren. Randomize is pushing hard though, and Bren is already
Bren
back
is
in
pushing
the game
hard.
as he overtakes.
Oh, Carl made a
Randomize.
mistake. Idol's in first.
Idol
is
in first. Idol, my goat.
Oh no, no,
Oh
no,
my
Bren,
God.
no, 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 no.
Yeah.
Yes! Idol with the 10 points.
That's fucking huge for Idol. And
if that is not an
Bren-
emote in the channel of Idol finishing ahead of Bren.
Is that a PB for him too? What was that time from Idol? Apparently he has a 60.7 or a minute flat, I guess. A minute point 7 even.
I think there was a crash from everybody else in that lobby, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that was a PB. They would never crash again.
No, definitely not. But that was definitely big for Idol in not only points but like Bren and Carl getting 4 and 3 each. So it's adding in at least a couple of rounds anyway, I think.
What, so the comeback's on? Is that the point?
Sure, you know, maybe like
Oh, mistake from Carl! Big mistake from Carl. That Idol could get him here. Idol will get him here. Second place. Carl didn't finish. Carl's only got 3 seconds. Oh, he just about finishes. And also, Idol would be considered the favourite here because he does have the gold icon next to his name.
Yeah, oh my god. The only one. He's clearly the best.
Excellent point from Sean. He does see why Idol picked this, and he has got a first and a second out of the 3 rounds so far. So, spot on. Well, he survived that somehow. I actually don't know how he survived that. Or randomized by. As long as there's no silly mistakes again from Carl, he should have this round in the bag.
This is a very interesting map to watch. I think the wood sections can really make a big difference. Like, somebody just get a more inside turn and all of a sudden they're in first.
Oh, Idol's past randomize to get that 3rd place.
Oh, no DNF from Randomize. Idoless taking a bit of a lead against him. So we could be looking at the 3rd place for Idol.
Do I see a certain Zibby Gibby cheering for Bren in the BITM chat? I think that's a permaban, isn't it?
Now on to Liftoff, where once again Carl has the best PB out of the 4 players in this match. But that's the case for all 5 maps. So we'll see good things from. We've been seeing great things from Carl so far, and I'm sure he'll be wanting to keep that up for the rest of the match. I mean, it's likely like we might not. Carroll might not see the fifth map here. If he manages to get three third or first places, he wins and moves on to the next round. Or is it? Oh yeah, finalist mode as well. I forgot about that. Thank you, production.
I just find it really funny. If you hadn't said that last part, it would have just sounded like you're talking to yourself in the cast. Kian's hearing the voices.
Not again. They're back. And new best time from Carl. 54.6.
I think that's the best time in the server, which would whoever won it would have got it, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, that's yeah, my bad.
You know what, Idol's done well for himself here. I think he's shown a good performance that he can be proud of against two titans of the game.
Yeah, I mean, coming first place against Carl and Bren, that's a lot to be said for that.
I'll tell you what, Randomize did better than I expected as well.
Yeah. I mean, I
pretty
can only
good.
imagine what was going through his head when he saw the match. He's in as against Carl and Bren, like, you know.
And Idol.
But yeah, of course, like an Idol. But Randomize clipping there a bit and losing a lot of time. And Carl and Brendan first once again. Who would have guessed?
I think coming into a match like this, you just what you really want is to just win a round. It doesn't matter how it comes. It doesn't matter what happens. You just if you win a round, that's it. You're eating good.
For me, I think I'd just be going for consistency.
Yeah, but I'm asking what's on your wish list. If you're coming into the match, if you go, if this happens, I just can't complain. I think winning the round would be it, right? Maybe even beating one of them on a round. But I think if you're being greedy, you'd say you want to win a round.
Yeah, but Idol has achieved that now, so I think he's completed his goals for this game.
Exactly.
Gets a bit of a dodgy landing there on the quarter pipe, and
Randomizes ahead here of Bren for all of 5 seconds.
Yeah, Randomize with a very outside line there and crashes. That allows Bren to take second place and maybe catch up with Carl.
That's a bit. It's a bit optimistic here.
Maybe not catch up, but
oh, he's made a mistake. He's now behind Randomize again.
Where's Idol? Damn it.
Idol's on a different planet.
He's not even on this track anymore.
Oh, mistake from Randomize. Oh, it's actually really close. And he beats Bren. Fair play to him. I don't know why. I'm now cheering for Randomize as well. I want to. It feels like bullying a little bit, so I just want Carl and Bren to lose.
Here we go now. This might be Carl's final round. If he can take home the round win here, that's all for Carl on this match, and he moves on to next round. Well, somebody crashed. That was Bren.
Congratulations to Carl for qualifying. I mean, unless... No, Carl wouldn't make a mistake. Oh, Idol.
But Idol makes a mistake.
Idol.
Yeah. But it looks like that's it. That's curtains for Carl in match 1 as he takes home
curtains
the victory.
For Carl? No.
Maybe not. Maybe that was the wrong phrasing. You know what I mean? He's finished. He's won this match. But anyway.
Sorry, kid. That was mean.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe it wasn't the best phrase to use there, but you understood what I was trying to say. So that's
yes.
Fun. He takes home the win in 4 maps. Doesn't even need to go to the last map.
You know what? When it goes down to 3 people, actually, the earlier it went down to 3 people, the better for Idol.
Yeah, he gets more points for second.
Well, no, because
Or has an easier time getting
Bren has
second.
legitimately been making some mistakes recently. Now, I'm not saying it's particularly feasible, but stranger things have happened. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean he's on 70 points. Like he could definitely get a good few more. Padster wants my points. Unfortunately, Pastor, I actually did not place that bet. I decided 30k on Idle maybe it was not the best idea.
Oh, I put 10 points on Idle. Oh,
Oh,
mistake from Bren!
Bren crashes. Idle gonna take first here.
Stranger things have happened, lads.
Yeah, you did
Stranger
say
things
it.
have. Who was upside down?
I think that was randomized. He looked like a respawn there as well.
This is where I would say mega safe to Idle.
Yeah, I mean he's 3 seconds ahead here. He should be. I mean it's likely he's not aware. He could be playing HUD off.
Oh my god!
That was
that was sketchy as anything.
That was one of the ice slides of all time.
Well played, Idle. That's his second win against Bren.
With a 59.8.
Second round win. Lads, there's 30 points in it. Yeah, good point, Sean. Just 5 more runs in a row, Idle. Come on.
No. I just need Bren to crash 5 times and we're fine.
Bren's nervous. He is nervous. Oh, he's all over the shop.
He's staying close though. He's not too far behind Bren. And as you've mentioned, Yata, Bren has been making some mistakes. So he is pulling away a bit, unfortunately for Idle, but hopefully Idle can make up some time.
Well, here's the thing: if he's gonna win a round, he's gonna win a round.
Yeah.
Did he touch that? No, he didn't. It looked like he did. Oh, slide out. Maybe.
Oh, inside.
Oh, that's a good corner from Idle.
58.5. Pretty good time from Bren. Not quite his PB. His PB is a 57.9, so he's still a little bit behind, but it's he could have flicked on HUD and saw he was ahead and decided to save the last couple of turns.
No, if he denies him once, then that's good enough for me.
Yeah. It'll be good enough for Idle as well, I'm sure, as Randomize just took off to the left of the plastic there. I'm not sure what happened there. But
honestly, I think Idle will be happy with how it went, regardless, because this has been a good showing.
Come on, Brent, crash. Just so we can get Idle to deny win. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like he will unless this section. This is a very bumpy section. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity to crash in this section here.
I was so expecting Idle to crash there when you said that.
I kind of was too, but I'm glad.
Very wide. Oh. Bren went very wide, but managed to hold it. Well played to Bren. GG. I don't think they play for third, do they?
No, I think it's first and second, and then that's it.
Yeah. That's what I thought. We don't play for third.
I mean, pretty good first match, Yato, I think. What do you think?
That was a very exciting first match. It was. Yeah. At times, it was a little processional, but I mean, Idle did very well. Won a few rounds, beat a few of the greatest players that we've seen in this game.
Yeah, we definitely saw some interesting rounds there, and I'm sure Idle is definitely happy with his performance. I know I would be. So big shout out to him because he did great.